Howdy there guys, welcome back to Edgar TV, where I've got a news update for you, one that's been doing the rounds on the social media sites, the Adam Smith-Neale incident. If you've not seen it, what happens? Basically, there's an altercation in a game, in a local game, which all lumps in one. Now, this situation is one that I've sort of just stayed away from for a couple of days, just so I can sort of gather information, and even in this one I'm not even going to put an opinion in. I'm just going to keep to the facts. Now, I've seen the video, not just the clip that is doing the rounds, but the entire video of that game. It appears that there was quite a bit of sort of toing and froing between the two players in terms of sort of backwards and forwards, words exchanged, gestures exchanged, but nothing really that would sort of justify or warrant such a massive reaction that potentially could damage his career. This is a career that was sort of, a few people didn't kind of want to happen. Adam Smith-Neale, when he first got a PDC tour card, there was a petition going round been signed by a lot of people over social media in regards to not allow Adam Smith-Neale to have this for other circumstances. But we'll stick to the case that's in question. The DRA have today put out saying that Adam Smith-Neale will now be suspended from DRA activities. What that means that he is unable to play on the PDC Pro Tour now and use that card. He's currently sat 82 on the order of merit, and in order to keep that, he would need to reach the top 64. Now, not being able to enter those events means it's likely Adam Smith-Neale will lose his tour card. It's likely as well that this suspension could lead to a ban. Now, that ban would likely span the rest of this, so it's very likely that Adam Smith-Neale will not defend his tour card, and that ban could even lead over to Q School, meaning he's not going to get a chance to go to Q School, certainly within the next sort of year, the next instalment of Q School. Now, I know some people will say, but it wasn't at a PDC event, which I've seen comments like this banded around, that maybe you won't get suspended because that's not the case. I'm a person who for 11 years had a contract with the PDC, and in that PDC contract, it's ironclad in the fact that you're not just liable for when you're at the arena, you're also liable for your conduct outside of it, even down to things such as drug testing. They can turn up your house to do drug testing. You don't have to be playing PDC darts. That is sports enhancements and recreational. So it doesn't matter that it was happened outside of the main PDC arena. This ban is for all DRA activity, so it doesn't just limit to the Pro Tour. It is a full growth of everything DRA activities. So that means things like counties, a lot of opens, a lot of events, the Modus Super Series. All these sort of things are governed by DRA regulation and play under the DRA rulebook, which means he won't be able to do those. Even a lot of Super Leagues will not allow a DRA suspended player to play. So the likelihood here, the only chance he's going to get is going to sort of unregulated sort of local opens or pub competitions. So it's really going to limit what is available to play until the time of his hearing. His hearing will be at a later date. He does have the right to appeal. However, unfortunately for Adam, or fortunately for some, whichever side of the fence you sit on this, there is absolute damning evidence with a video of the entire situation, which, as we know, has done the rounds not only through social media but in newspaper outlets and sort of national press. So he is in spot of bother. Personally, I think he's going to get quite a lengthy ban, maybe a fine on top of that as well. So certainly don't expect to see Adam keeping his tour card. Now, what does that mean for Adam's place? It means the tour card still belongs to Adam. It's still his, but his place will now be given to the player next on the Challenge Tour Order of Merit. So whenever the full tour can't be filled up, the Challenge to Order of Merit will act as a top-up system, and the next person in line will get that place. So the next available player will be going over to Germany to get that place at Hildesheim. So that's sort of the update and everything we know up to now. I'm sure when the DRA have further announcements, I'll update you on that and other cases that are ongoing, because I know you like these sort of things. But for now, it's not looking good for Adam. I'll catch you soon, guys, for some more Edgar TV. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. I cover everything here. It's all darts.